Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, I thought we could take another look at St. Meghan Markle. That's right, I had such a good response to the last video where I deep dove into this group. I love it so much, I've discussed it at length, but in case you're new here, it's a group on Reddit that really have some interesting points about Meghan and Harry. Sometimes they have funny memes, that sort of thing. So I thought, let's take a look and discuss what they're talking about over there. All right, so right off the bat, we got Septimi Sims posting, "Thank goodness Rachel will never get another opportunity to wear a tiara," and they included this picture with it. You guys, I'm sorry, every time I see these photos, she smiles like the cat that swallowed the canary, right? I was like, I trapped him, I did it, ha ha ha, just not typical. Also not typical wedding photos is the stringy hair in your face. I don't understand that either. But here she is wearing the tiara that apparently or allegedly she did not actually want to wear. It was a different one, ha ha ha. But the reason this comes up is because I'm sure you've seen the news, but in case you haven't, William and Catherine went to Jordan for this wedding. And can we just say, oh my God, look at Catherine. She's so beautiful. That dress. Perfection, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Every time I think, how could she possibly outdo herself? She does something like this. She looks gorgeous. That blush color is so good on her, I think. Anyway, so we've seen the beautiful pictures. And can I say, I love this bride's dress. That is gorgeous. There's something about it that really speaks to my soul. I think she looks beautiful. But here we see a formal, I think it's just some formal reception. I don't know if it's before or after the wedding, but we got to see Catherine in her glory with her lover's knot tiara and this beautiful dress, pink, again, blush colored, sparkly dress. I'm dying. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I believe that's the reason that, the original poster talked about Rachel not being able to wear another tiara. I do find that very funny. Okay, then we have Objective T posting, just going to leave this here. You guys, look at this. So we're very familiar with this picture, right? Keep it classy, Meghan. Hanging out at hers. Here you go. Dressing the same as hers, actually. But this poster showed this picture, and now it's all I'll see when I see these pictures. Guys, I am dying over this. Look at this. Look at the grin. Look at the colors. Look at the weird walk. It's all about look at me, but the toothy Cheshire cat grin. It's perfect. It's perfect. Well done. This is all I'll see now when I see these pictures. Okay, then Queso Fresca, which makes me want queso, posted, "Will we ever see more images/video from the near catastrophic?" I have to do it in that dramatic voice. "NYC car chase. Why have we seen so few thus far?" So they go on to say, between newscopters, smartphones, traffic cams, paparazzi, there have been remarkably few images of the event. Sure, we know their claims are BS, but where's the footage? Are the photographers waiting to cash in? Are there current legal negotiations going on to squash the release of information? If this was a fabrication, shouldn't they be held accountable by the city? No tickets were issued to anyone involved. Everything about this trip was just so odd. We're supposed to believe that they were relentlessly stalked by the media, yet no one knows when they arrived, left, where they stayed, and what they did before and after the event. Make it make sense. Oh, I love make it make sense. You know, this is such a good point. We've talked about how ridiculous they are with these near catastrophic car chase claims. But yeah, exactly. Where's any of the footage? Now, we also know about the ridiculous letter they sent to Backgrid and the amazing response from Backgrid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've done videos on it. Go check them out. But where is any of the footage? I'll answer it. We all know there's no footage because it didn't happen. But again, they treat us all like we're idiots and we're just supposed to believe what they're saying without any proof whatsoever. That's their go-to move. But yeah, just to really stop and think about it like this is interesting. And why are the people that were there, again, there was not many people there, but I know there were some people there. Why are they staying silent? I like to think, like the poster said, they're waiting to cash in, but I would think this is the time to cash in. So I'm not really sure. I find it fascinating, but again, I just believe there's no record of it because it's all bullshit, right? So that's why nobody's come forward. But yeah, they bring up a good point. This was a very weird trip to New York. And you know what pops in my head? Again, I've done videos on this one. Definitely go check it out because it lives in my brain. This is, I would say there's second, but it's probably been many. But this is another weird trip to New York that pops in my head. That weird trip right after they left the royal family where she dressed like the Joker. You know the trip I'm talking about. And if you don't, please, I implore you, go watch my video because I really go into it. They had so many weird missteps in that trip. And so many odd things happen. What is it with them in New York? They have a terrible track record there. Might want to just stay out of there. Okay, then Icy Understanding 9277 posted this. Conspiracy. William Morris Agency. Now, William Morris Endeavor, the agency that signed me again, let's see, it can't be for any kind of talent unless they just really love a challenge. Have any journalists actually looked into them? Who would be so interested in promoting Markle, especially at this juncture? I'm going to tag this as a conspiracy because honestly, who would bother with her now? Methinks there are other powers that be. That's exactly my question, too. Who is wanting to take her on at this point? I suspect it has to do with money. You know, she is in the headlines. I think some people don't care if it's good or bad. Perez Hilton, for example, has famously said he doesn't mind if he's in the press, good, or, you know, for good stuff or bad stuff, as long as his name's out there. And I suspect Meghan is no different. And I suspect the agency is no different. But you gotta wonder, you really do, like, who would want to take on that sinking ship? It can't be good with such a low approval rating and whatever popularity rating. I just can't imagine wanting to take that on and how you turn that around. Maybe they see it as somebody at the bottom so they could just, again, turn it around. But after everything and after this near catastrophic car chase, how do you turn that around? I don't understand. I really don't. But again, I suspect it has to do with the kissing each other's ass. How can we make as much money as possible, you know, of it all? Great Gossip posted this. There's no talent among the South Parkles. Can I just say, South Parkles is so good. That is so clever. So I will start borrowing that. The South Parkles. That's perfect. Okay, there's no talent among the South Parkles. What is interesting, however, is that WMA is also tasked with making Archewell into a real production company. How will they do that? Will she stay out of it? No. How will they get anybody to work for and with them? Most likely, there is no money left for buying talent, as it has been spent on PR, security, and lawyers. Okay, I hadn't heard this. No, you know what? I have heard this. I have heard a variation of this, that allegedly Archewell was switching from a charitable, I don't know what you call it. I'm trying to use the right lingo here. The charitable foundation to more of a production company. My question is why? Why? I just don't know enough about this. Why use an existing, again, I think it was meant to be a charitable organization. There's so much mystery around Archewell. That's why I'm hesitant to label it. But whatever it was originally intended to be, why make this pivot? Why not just start up a separate branch of it or arm of it or whatever you want to call it? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I always assume it's fraud. I really do. We know that it was set up in Delaware. That's absolutely no disrespect intended to Delaware people in the comments. It's just a known state where you can set up, you know, an organization like that and get huge tax benefits. And you only have to donate like 5% of your earnings. And still be able to call it a charity. It's such a ripoff. It's so ridiculous. It's such a scam. To quote Meghan, it's such a fraud. But anyway, yeah, why pivot with the existing? I just wonder, are they pivoting with the existing or is it another branch of it? I guess is my question. But none of it sounds on the up and up. Okay, and then we have TRW99508 post. Crown Princess Victoria is wearing a dress Meghan wore in a different color to the evening reception of the Jordanian royal wedding. How can one dress look fabulous on one person and utterly shapeless on another? Isn't it interesting to see? I mean, I actually, of all the things Meghan wore, I would say this is one of the least dumb outfits, but it's still kind of dumb. And the big controversy here is not the dress. This is where she first wore those very controversial earrings. But that aside, yeah, I gotta agree. That pink has it all over the blue, and I actually would typically pick blue. I love the color blue, but I have to agree here. I think the pink looks stunning. I think tailoring, once again, the lack of tailoring bites Meghan in the ass again. Okay, I have to leave it on this one because I love it so much. Valuable efficiency posts. So that's what this look is about. Now, before I show you the picture, let me tell you. Picture circulating where Catherine looks shocked at the royal wedding in Jordan. And people are trying to figure out what could they have been talking about, and somebody made this meme. It's brilliant. All right, take in the shocked look on the faces. And somebody filled in Catherine saying she emailed you asking for money, and William's face. So they're speculating that they're talking about all Maggie Poo here. I would say Harold and fraud there. She's asking people for money. And I thought this was just brilliant. So funny. I love it so much. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. That was a lot of fun. I love going over the posts, seeing what everybody's talking about, looking at the funny memes. It's just, I really enjoy that. And I love reading your comments as well. So leave me lots. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Definitely check out the merch. I got Make It Make Sense. And recollections may vary. And check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps, where we do more deep dives into Harold and fraud. So check that out. And thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.